Today I'm going to show you how to generate a pivot chart with a slicer. Now, your reason why you're generating a pivot chart is because you're interested in some insight into your source data inside Excel. In this case, we're looking at a database of looking at banks versus the amount of money that we're collecting for each one of those clients. And I want to generate a pivot chart to give me some understanding about how does the bank field compare to the amount field. And the reason why I'm using a slicer is because further down the track I want to slice into that particular field, the bank field, and look at the different elements, the different items inside each of those banks. So I always start with a database. Here's a little example file that we've created. Click on the Insert ribbon, click on Pivot Chart, and create a pivot chart by clicking here. We're going to accept the default, so this is the range of cells which is our database, and this is the location where we're going to put in a new worksheet, which will be down here over on the left-hand side. When we click on OK, you can see they've generated a pivot table shell and a pivot chart shell. Now, the two fields that I'm interested in are the bank field and the amount field. So if I put in those ticks against bank and amount, you can see this is looking at the sum of the amounts for every bank that I've got, and this is the chart based on that pivot table. Now, if I only want to display just a certain number of banks, I don't want to look at the full set of banks, I'm going to put in a visual filter. I'm going to put in a slicer. Click on the Analyze ribbon, click on Insert Slicer, and choose Bank, or choose whatever field that you're interested in getting an insight to. When I click on OK, I'm generating a slicer which shows me all the different banks inside the bank field. If I do a single click on National, you can see that thing now reflects just one bank, not all banks, and this is the chart based on that pivot table. If I do a control click on several other banks, you can see that this thing has now got a filter on those ones, and I'm only looking at those 4 banks, and this is the chart based on those 4 banks over there.